I want you to imagine if you had two trees. One was an apple tree and one was an orange tree. And the orange tree was planted in an orchard full of apple trees. And it didn't matter how hard it tried, it could never produce an apple. That's what you and I are like when we are out there trying to produce the wrong thing. Now, the good thing is that your success code has been put inside of you. It's in your God-given design. And wouldn't it be better for you if you were an orange tree, just to surrender to the fact that you're an orange tree and you're meant to produce some sweet fruit? We're going to be looking at how you can reposition your talents to meet the opportunities of today. Now, as an ENFP, that means extroverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving. And we'll look at what that means in terms of how you work. But I will tell you this is for every single one of us, that your gift was given to you by God. And in Proverbs says the gift of God is a precious stone in the eyes of its possessor. And wherever it turns, it prospers. There are so many different cuts and facets and angles within this stone that every time something new arises, the gift can be turned, and it can be positioned in a way that it actually connects with the new need of a new opportunity. Now, you need to know what type of ENFP you are, and so I recommend going and taking the free free assessment that's in the links. It's just how you look inward and how you relate that outwards. And of course, again, it's just like, are you an orange tree or are you an apple tree? There's fruit, and it's good for you to know. But let's look at some of the tendencies and some of the ways that you can actually remix, find your gifts and find your talents. And I'm going to show you how to remix those here. You're an energizer, you're an influencer. And so what happens, a lot of times people find value in the work that you do. And because of that, you might become short-sighted in this, and you might think that what you do is who you are. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of times people say, well, what do? You go to a party and meet someone new and they say, well, what do you do? They don't ask you what you're passionate about. They don't ask you what you believe. They ask you, what do you do? We want to reframe that into the be and the do and the have, because whoever it is that you are is the type of person that does certain things and then has certain things. But I want you to see yourself as a being. And remember, your work can change, and it will change multiple times. And so when you think about what it is that you do, instead of it being a specific job, I really want us to be a little bit more nuanced with how we think about when it comes to what it is that you do. Now, in the book of James, it does say that you need to do the works that are matching your faith. And so, yes, doing is going to be a big part of it. But understand that just like that jewel that we turned, it can point in multiple directions. If you're looking to find new opportunities, you need to know what your talents are. But most of us think that that's what we do at work. Remember, we're going a different direction. So we're going to have the 3 C's. And the first of those C's is, what is it that you like to create? What are the things that you naturally create? Those are talents. And things that you love to create, if you love to create it, you're going to do a lot more than the person that doesn't love to create it. And you're going to find innovations in that space where other people wouldn't. Next, what are the things you're naturally curious about? So your curiosities actually reveal your gifts. Well, why is that? Well, if you are interested in astrophysics and I'm not, if you put both of us in a class, you're going to learn way more than I would, because your natural curiosity lends towards that. The Bible calls that your bent. And so if you train up a child in the way that they're bent, they won't depart from it when they get older. So you need to find your curiosity. And the final one is that you want to find the way that you connect. The way that you connect is a gift. Some of us are teachers and trainers. Others of us are listeners. Others of us are healers. So do you like to lead and give instructions? Do you like to rally the troops and bring people together? Do you just like to follow orders? Do you like to make people feel happy or lighthearted or laugh? Do you like to give instruction and clarity? So all of these are ways I want you to think about how it is that when you're put in a group, and you maybe you're used to the group and they're used to you. It could be your family, or it could be a small class, or your work group. How is it that you naturally give and receive feedback in a way that's valuable, that all people value? And so that, my friend, that's a talent. That is a talent. So how do you connect? What are you naturally curious about? What do you create? And your talents can be repositioned so that they meet new opportunities. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. We went through in another session. You should probably, if you haven't seen the activator section for ENFPs, you need to go back and look at that. But one of the activators is people. And so I'm going to ask you right now to just take an inventory. When we look at all of the things that you have, those natural curiosities, the natural creativity, the natural way that you connect with people, I want to ask you to think about now the people that you have. And so who are the people that you like to serve? What do they look like? What do they think? Where do they feel? Where do they go? And then what are their problems? If you know a people and you know their problems, then you will have really that space of where can your talent meet that. That, my friend, is opportunity. And so it's always changing. It's always a little different. But so what? You actually have the ability to step into that and just turn a little bit more, right? Meet that opportunity. So here's what I would ask you to do right now. Before you are done with this, if you found yourself out of a job, or you're trying to find yourself in a job, or you don't know what opportunity it is that you need to create as an entrepreneur, take the talent inventory. You need to really just create a talent inventory. I'll put a little sheet connected to this so that you can do that. But if you can just write down all of your talents, all of those, the 3 C's, write down all of the things that you've ever done well, and then look at the people that you love to serve and their problems, and mix it in. Use some AI here and say, hey, here's all my talents. Here are the people that I serve the most. What are the problems that I am uniquely designed to meet and to connect with? Because here's the deal. You were designed with a purpose. And when you look inside and you find the code that God gave to you, you're going to realize that it's going to create sweet and amazing fruit, and that success is simple. Success is the byproduct of you serving your people from your gifts. So if you'll work by your design, you're going to find your professional purpose, and your life's going to get a whole lot sweeter.